I'm proud of you, my dear. You now know as much as I do.
You know how I love learning the magic of our ancestors, Grandmother.
All right, and you too.
What is going on here, sir?
Captain Monasterio ordered us to round up all the men here. That one might be a bit too old, huh?
Now, you listen to me. The Chumash people are not your slaves.
Oh.
Don't try wriggling out of your duties, big man.
Go! He burns! Fire! This isn't funny.
All fall in!
Hold on there.
You'd better run on home now, Senorita de la Vega.
Run on home? This too is my home, Corporal.
You will not get away with this.
They're here!
The governor's here!
Governor's here!
At last. What?
Don Diego, my dear friend. What a pleasure to see you again.
Don Parasol.
Hey, Your Excellency!
Don Diego, how do you manage such refinement and elegance in this rough outback?
Well, Your Excellence,
Move
I had
away.
it shipped here from Sevilla. It's embroidered with gold thread.
Get him away! He's chanting something evil!
Go away! You don't need to be here. Follow me, please, Your Excellency. You'll be safe inside the garrison. I've got a surprise that will please you. We shall be bringing in a great deal more money to the royal treasury. Lots of money.
Well, this is good news! All those balls, ceremonies, protocol, they're all so terribly costly.
Yep, they'll fall for that.
This silver mine will bring us great wealth, a fortune, especially since labor costs are zero by forcing the Chumash to do the work.
Captain, sir, you have a visitor.
Huh? Didn't I say we were not to be disturbed?
How considerate! Don Diego has sent me the address of his tailor in Seville.
Enough about buttons and threads. This deaf and dumb boy can't understand a word we're saying. He'd certainly be incapable of telling Zorro that an entire army awaits him if he dares approach that mine ever again. This time, not even Zorro can stop us.
No, Bernardo. Zorro can't block the silver mine like he did last time. We lack the firepower.
Diego! Diego, it's awful. They've rounded up all the men in the village.
What?
No, Zorro has to do something, and fast.
Yeah? And then even more soldiers will be back. We need to come up with an idea that, once and for all, keeps them far away from the mountain.
What if a landslide happened? Maybe we should just run Monasterio off right now. Diego? Ines? What's wrong?
Oh, Maria, it's that new perfume Ines has. It's giving me a splitting migraine.
Poor child. Diego needs a tonic. I'm pretty sure that a dose of your concoction made from condor bile will get him back on his feet.
Good idea. I just received a fresh new batch of it.
You realize, though, that Diego hasn't seen just how urgent this is. You know that this is just like him. He doesn't even seem to have noticed... Yes. At least you agree with me, Tornado. All right. You and I are going to get to work. Come on, Diego.
Now, it's for your own good.
Wow, you know, that really works. I feel so much better. Come on, Bernardo. Ines? Huh? Ines? Ines! My Zorro outfit! Would she have dared to She did! She really did! Yeah. Hey, look, Bernardo.
Got you! Get him! Get him! Zorro!
Got you now, Zorro!
We got him! We got him! We got Zorro!
At last, Zorro is ours! Capture him!
Yes, sir! My oh my, Ines. This time you've really outdone yourself.
You don't think I'm going to go easy on you, do you, Captain?
Hey!
All right. So she's handling this fairly well.
Did you lose something, Sergeant? Your dignity, perhaps?
Oh, Bernardo. She's not nearly as funny as I am.
Oh, did you get tricked by mean Ramirez?
What a shame. I really liked that whip.
Aha!
I'm right behind you, Ramirez!
Huh? Out of the way, you bumbling halfwit!
What incompetent fools! I'll just have to capture Zorro myself. Prepare to meet your maker. Garcia! Gonzalez!
Sir, yes, sir! Sir! I'm right here. I'm here, Captain. Help! Help me! Help!
Sergeant!
I can't swim!
Help the sergeant before he brings shame to the entire army.
Wow. I never thought I'd have to rescue Zorro.
My poor dear Ines. Why is your hair wet?
I was down by the river, and my horse must have been in a foul mood. It threw me into the water. Bad luck, I guess.
Luckily, your dress dried quickly. How come your hair didn't?
Come, I'll dry your hair. You don't want to catch cold.
Oh, I'd wager our dear little Ines could fight off a cold. She's fought off far worse than that.
I don't like it when you ride out alone like that. You could easily get into trouble.
That's right. Caution has never been one of my sister's strong points. Maybe she was thinking Zorro would come and rescue her.
Fine. I admit that playing Zorro wasn't the best idea I ever had. If only we could magically make those buzzards disappear.
Brilliant. What a good idea. Zorro now enters the stage.
Care to explain to me how Zorro's going to chase Monasterio and his men away with an umbrella?
Ines. Go, Tornado!
If this operation is a success, I'll make sure you get promoted to Lieutenant Colonel in Monterey, Captain.
It will turn out fine, and Zorro can't prevent it either. All right, pick up the pace.
Come on! Hurry it up!
Move it!
Put your back into it! Move it!
The Chumash always have some excuse to avoid work. Anyone seen straggling will get double duty.
This is really hard.
Move it! Hurry it up!
Mountains the Chumash cherish never forgive those who exploit them, Captain. If you keep mining for silver here, you'll unleash their wrath and be cursed. You'll forever regret the malediction.
Malediction?
Zorro! Arrest him, men! Put him in chains!
You can give it your best try.
Follow the sergeant!
Catch him! Catch him!
Huh? What? Oh, how dare they?
That Zorro will be the death of me, making me race up and down mountains like a goat.
Huh. Might be time to consider retirement, huh, Sergeant?
Huh?
Take all the time you need.
Hurry up, will you? Attack!
Finally, a little action.
Surround him! Now we've got him! Ha-ha! Fine fix you're in now. Captain will be promoting me to sergeant for capturing you.
Ah, you see? You really can do it. I have a feeling you might have to wait a while for that promotion, Corporal. Adios, senores!
Huh?
Oh, my Sergeant. Are you giving up? Oh, what would your superior say?
Not giving up. I'm just checking whether I'd been followed.
Come here. I promise that it won't hurt. Yeah, very much.
Oh, mortally wounded. I'm dying. Gonzalez, avenge me. I've been Z'd.
We've got him cornered now!
Tornado, ready?
What's that? Look! The cape! It's Zorro's!
Oh no, it's Zorro.
Ha! What a chicken! Jumping because he was too afraid to take me on.
Zorro, so young. It just doesn't seem right.
Good old Garcia.
And then Zorro had no choice. He jumped over the edge and splattered below. Splat!
I'm sorry that I didn't get to enjoy watching that. Now, go fetch his body. Get the Chumash immediately.
Yes,
Back
sir.
to work. Reopen that silver mine now.
But the malediction! The Savage's curse! Zorro said we'd be cursed and regret having ever opened that mine.
Now, Your Excellency. You don't actually believe that silly curse is for real.
Ah! Look!
The ghost was Zorro.
Yes, back from the netherworld. I hear you lads actually missed me.
What's happening?
No such thing as ghosts. Lancers, follow me.
Yoo-hoo! Where are you?
There, Zorro, the ghost.
I'm protecting the governor.
Sergeant?
Where did he go?
Right behind you, Corporal Gonzalez. Another Z.
Zorro! On guard, you big ham!
So, Captain, a little more effort.
You can't fool me with your smoke and mirrors.
Don't speak too soon. Whoop, whoop, left, right, left, right. Hop, hop. And now...
Prepare for the netherworld.
No! Please, please, make me invisible to them. Madre mia!
Curses on the men who opened the veins of this mountain. The hour has come for their malediction. They shall be plunged in eternal darkness.
Oh, please! Get me out of here, Captain! Captain! Help! Stop this wild animal! Just you wait to see. Oh, what a cactus dinner tastes like, you fool! Oh, mark my words. You'll never be promoted out of this land of savages.
What a shame that the whole garrison's already gone. Our show had barely got started.
Lovely bit of work I did, huh?
Yeah, not bad. But I must say that if I hadn't been there to rescue you and to help the Chumash...
Oh, great Zorro!
Driver, to Monterey, to the governor's ball.
We can't leave yet, Ines. Diego went to see your grandmother, and I'm busy handling ranch business. Be patient, my daughter.
Father, I'm all grown up now, and there's a ball. Come on, Bernardo, dance with me.
Would a certain Senorita de la Vega like to finish her fitting? Otherwise, you won't be able to leave until next year.
Coming, Doña Maria. Don't worry. Oh.
Hello. Who are you talking to?
Me? To my mother. And you?
To my grandpa. I miss him. I liked him a lot. Are you from our tribe?
My mother was. She was a Chumash like you.
And why isn't your mom with you?
It was a long time ago. Pirates attacked our house. My mother saved us from the pirates, but the Great Spirit took her away.
My daddy left this morning. He was taken away by the soldiers.
What?
They had lots of horses and lots of guns. You want me to show you? Look! That's my dad!
Hey, you're not on vacation!
Get that boulder out of the way! Hurry up! Push! Push!
What strength, Corporal. Zorro had better watch out.
What on earth are you doing here, Don Diego?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Corporal.
Yeah, road work, Don Diego, ordered by the governor.
Ah, and I suppose these men volunteered to help you with this road work?
We didn't ask them for their opinion. Captain Monasterio ordered it.
Ah, and that whip?
Ah, this was my little idea. They work faster when they see it.
Very clever there. But what if someone thought it was outrageous?
He would have to speak to my superiors.
What a great idea. Thanks for the advice, Corporal.
Dinah!
Tishy!
Mommy! We went to see Daddy. A soldier smacked himself in the nose with his own whip and squealed like a pig.
See ya, boy. Grandma, it's been so long.
You see, I'm still kicking. A few more springtimes, and I'll be older than that mountain. Alas, you've come back to us during times of trouble.
I've seen. The soldiers are marching Chumash men into forced labor. What will you do?
You know, we certainly aren't warriors. I've made peace in the past, and never want to see war again. But these soldiers took our men away this morning. The only ones left are women, children, and us hunched over elders. If they take any more men, I'll have to go fishing. At my age.
They're cutting a new road on that mountainside. I saw them. But what for? There's nothing on that mountain.
The spirits have told me these soldiers will bring great evil to the mountain.
Don't worry, Grandma. I'll go to Monterey and talk to the governor. He'll order them to stop. Let's see. I see Governor Don Parasol likes his luxury.
Meanwhile, our poor people lack the basics like food.
I'll take care of the governor, Inez.
I'll make Monasterio tell me everything he knows about this road.
In Monterey, we have the most wonderful ones.
Your Excellency, allow me to introduce myself. I am Don Diego de la Vega.
Don Diego! I've heard so much about you. You know that I was appointed to this post during your stay in Spain. I've heard many say you're a young caballero with great promise.
Oh, Don Parasol, they're being too nice.
Well then, my dear Diego, how do you like being back in California?
Well, I must say a lot has changed in California. Before I went to Spain, nobody would ever have marched the poor Chumash into forced labor for the crown.
What is this you say? I'm not aware of...
Come now. Road work? Through the Chumash Mountains?
I'm not aware of the project. You know, I do not concern myself with boring matters involving Indians.
You were not aware of any of this?
There's surely a good reason for employing these
Chumash.
Oh, and their names are so complicated. You know what I mean, don't you?
Senorita, what a pleasure to see you. Dare I ask you to grant me this dance?
I'd love to, Captain. I have heard you are overseeing road work in the mountains. Nothing can grow on those rocky slopes.
Oh, you have? Yes, I have a number of projects going locally, but I cannot discuss them, not even with a pretty senorita like you.
Oh, you can tell me anything, Captain. Tell me.
You're awfully curious, sweet Inez. I have to tell you, though, pretty soon, the woman I marry will be rich. Very rich.
Excuse me, Captain. Do you mean you'll become rich?
You don't think I'm planning on spending my life in the military, do you? A man of my standing? I'd make an excellent ranchero. But first, I need land and a wife.
Ow! Oh, you stepped on my toes, Captain!
Forgive me. I'm terribly sorry, senorita.
If you'll excuse me, I'll go join my father.
Thanks, my dear friend Bernardo. Starving and exhausted. Oh, I almost forgot you can't hear or talk, so I guess you won't go babbling a secret, eh? That blasted mine up in the mountains, it's no kind of work for soldiers, no. Poor Chumash. I don't like this, Bernardo. It does me good to talk to you, even if you can't understand. I needed to get it off my chest.
Sergeant Garcia.
Yes, Captain?
Prepare to return to Los Angeles.
A mine? So that's why Monasterio thinks he's going to be rich. But what kind of mine?
What's really odd is that Don Parasol didn't seem to be aware.
So the captain wants to keep it all for himself. That's just wrong.
Who thinks this is a call for Zorro?
What an exhausting trip. I think I need to take a nap. You should do the same, children.
We promise, Father.
Everyone knows what to do? Let's go then. Come on. This grotto is a secret that my mother handed down to me. Aside from you and Ines, nobody knows about it. So I've decided to put my best friend down here. I captured this purebreed myself, and I had an Indian hermit take care of him before we left for Spain, so nobody will ever connect his horse to us. He's the best horse in the world. See you outside later.
Hurry it up, men. No dawdling now. You aren't with Sergeant Garcia.
Sir! Yes, sir, sir!
Who is the idiot who... Oh, Senorita Ines. Is that you? Have you had an accident?
Oh, Captain, I think I've broken a wheel.
My men will fix that for you in a jiffy. You there! Get to work! Hurry up!
Yes, sir!
No! Idiots!
Oh, it's so hot out today. My throat is parched.
You!
Yes, Captain? I'm fixing the wheel.
First, go get some water for the pretty senorita, you fool! They have no manners.
Yes, sir!
Tornado!
Why am I the one who always has to do all the work?
Not funny, Corporal.
What are you talking about, sir?
You know what I mean. Stop throwing pebbles at me.
Wait! You're the one who threw pebbles at me!
Oh!
Aha! It's you, clumsy Chumash! You'll pay for that!
How does the whip feel to you now, Corporal?
Zorro!
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 Lancers! Seize that man! You, go right! And the others, go left! Well then, no. I mean, go left with the others. Not that left. The other kind of left. I mean, go right.
Perhaps there's an easier way up, Sergeant.
Huh?
Why don't you come up yourself, Sergeant?
Huh? Hey, stay where you are! Oh, who cares? I can't handle everything.
Zorro! Look out! I'm going to capture you, you scallywag! And I'll get promoted!
Huh?
Corporal Gonzalez. I am your sergeant, and I will be the one who captures Zorro. Is that clear?
If I were you, I wouldn't stay much longer. It's raining rocks.
Wait, I don't see any clouds.
When will you finally be done fixing that wheel?
Now, don't get upset, Captain. I'm doing quite fine, thanks to you.
Faster, soldier!
All done now. Finished, Captain.
It's about time. My dear Ines, I'm sorry I can't escort you back to your hacienda, but duty calls.
Thank you, Captain. Yeah. I hope my broken wheel delayed them long enough.
Will you do something, Corporal? If the mine gets sealed off, the blame will fall on us!
That's not all that will fall on you.
Catch him!
He can't escape us now.
Pick up your swords, gentlemen.
When did he do that?
He's here, Captain. We'll have the last laugh.
Zorro!
Monasterio, you're rather late.
Dismount! Seize that man!
Yes, sir!
Yes, sir!
Get your weapon!
Captain, come on, now don't be shy.
Surrender, scallywag!
No, that's cheating.
It's going to
blow any second now, Captain!
My mine destroyed. How did this?
Look on the bright side. At least we're rid of Zorro. He was inside.
But still, flattened like a tortilla under all those rocks. Poor Zorro.
Hey, look, Bernardo. See? It looks like silver, right? That's what Monasterio was after in the mountain. Captain Monasterio!
Zorro! He's alive!
You wanted to open this silver mine without informing the governor? Now, that goes against the rules, doesn't it? Well, that's over and forgotten. History. We wouldn't want Parasol to find out. Adios!
This is all your fault, you ninny!
Yes, it's all your fault, you ninny. But you were incredible, Captain.
That brooch is just perfect. It complements your youthful figure, Your Excellency.
Well, I do my best to keep in shape.
Los Angeles is growing, Your Excellency, and it needs an alcalde to run it. My husband, Don Luis, is the right man for the position.
Well then, you'll be delighted, my dear Isabella. I shall appoint an alcalde. I shall name Don Alejandro de la Vega.
What?
Great idea, isn't it?
You two, hurry up! I don't pay you just to stand around. Inez, what are you doing here?
Oh! Oh! Ugh, no, my name's Rosa. Excuse me, I'm terribly clumsy. This happens all the time.
This is incredible. It's Inez de la Vega's perfect double. This is the opportunity I was looking for.
I sailed here from Mexico City and I'm looking for a job. I can read and write. I've had good schooling. I'm willing to do anything.
Anything? I might have a job for you. Something rather special involving acting. It would be to play a little joke on somebody I know.
Oh, fun! I'm actually good at acting. Just watch this. Oops, excuse me. It happens to me all the time.
Never mind about that, my dear Rosa. You and I are going to do a little shopping.
This dress fits me perfectly. Thank you, Doña Isabella.
Expect people to call you Inez. Above all, don't act the least bit surprised. Have you got the documents I gave you earlier?
Don't you worry now. I know exactly what I have to do. I've memorized my line.
And speak no more than needed. Do you understand?
Yes, yes, of course.
How much are they?
See you outside later.
Let's split up now. We can't let anyone see us together.
You know, this is very, very bad for business.
Hello, Senorita de la Vega.
I could never wriggle in.
Excuse me, senor. Thank you very much.
Senorita de la Vega, you've dropped something! What's come over her? Oh, Captain! Captain! Captain Monasterio!
Hello, Captain Monasterio. What brings you all this way?
Don Alejandro, you and all the De La Vegas are under arrest, sir, for high treason.
What? This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, Don Alejandro.
And him?
Forget him. He's not even a Vega. Now, go fetch that Don Diego.
No, Captain, you've no right to do this. He's done nothing wrong.
Oh, you don't say. Senorita Inez, I think that you lost this out in front of my garrison.
What?
The garrison of Los Angeles will be attacked at nightfall, and Captain Monasterio will be shackled, etc., and etc. It's a plot against the army.
No, it wasn't me.
Come now, Captain. You can't be serious.
Let's have no more lies. Everyone saw her. Furthermore, it's signed by you, Don Alejandro. Toss him in prison.
Get your hands off me.
All right, I understand. Let's try to figure it out first.
Huh? nobody here.
You two, go upstairs. Corporal, you go check the stables, and I guess I shall simply give the kitchen a thorough inspection.
Rosa, you must stay inside this house until I come back to fetch you. Now, is that clear?
You aren't playing a joke, are you, Doña Verdugo? You're actually up to no good. Otherwise, you wouldn't make me promise to stay in this musty old cabin.
Oh, you've nothing to fear, dear Rosa. I've already told you.
I'm not the one who has anything to be afraid of. It's you, right? If I told people in town what I'm doing for you...
Why on earth would you do that, sweet Rosa?
I wouldn't do it at all. If you were to give me bags full of pesos about this big. Whoa!
Oh, you shall get what you deserve.
Nobody here.
So delicious.
Oh, get out of my kitchen, Sergeant! You certainly won't find Don Diego in my kettles!
We haven't found Diego de la Vega, Sergeant.
Me neither.
Oh, that does it. Don Diego's not here. It's back to the barracks. Oh, thank you, Doña Maria.
Hands off! That's for Don Alejandro and Senorita Inés. And when you bring it to them, it better still be full.
Bernardo, what we need to do right now is prove my father and Inés are innocent. For sure, Monasterio is capable of telling big fibs when he wants to get rid of our family, but not the Angelinos. So let's go ask them to tell us what they saw.
It's a shame a pretty woman like you is bound for a labor camp. Of course, I could set you free right now if you agreed to be Senora Monasterio.
I'd sooner do hard labor.
You will pay for that, senorita. Yes, dearly.
My poor little girl.
Let's not lose hope, Father. We'll get out of here.
Hear ye, Captain of Los Angeles.
In the presence of His Excellency, our venerable, honorable Governor Don Esteban Parson. The defendants Don Alejandro de la Vega, his daughter Inés, and his son Diego are judged guilty of committing high treason, plotting against the crown, public disturbance, contempt, and rebellion, defamation, and assaulting an officer of His Majesty. Consequently, all the possessions of the Vega estate are hereby confiscated. Don Alejandro, Inés, and Diego de la Vega are hereby sentenced to life in jail with hard labor.
Your Excellency, we are innocent.
Silence! Traitors aren't allowed to speak.
Don Alejandro, I had faith in you. What a disgrace.
But Captain Monasterio...
What?
Oh, huh? Do not worry, Your Excellency. I will soon have captured the runaway Diego de la Vega. Thanks to me, these enemies of California will be put behind bars.
Oh, I'm hungry. Carlos?
So then, Inés dropped some papers on her way to the barracks. And then she ran away and fell flat on her face. Not once, but twice.
That doesn't sound like her at all.
Carlos? Hello? Oh, Diego! It's Don Diego! Catch him!
Sir, yes, sir.
Surrender, Don Diego! You will only get hurt!
Don Diego, come back here! Please, Don Diego, come back!
Diego! Diego!
Oh no, my yummy sausages.
Sergeant, that will be 5 pesos. Today's special.
If you hadn't let Don Diego get away, we wouldn't be pulling guard duty tonight, Corporal.
Me? I'm not the...
And to think, we could be sitting now at Carlos's, enjoying a delicious tortilla. He has a brand new recipe. Everyone says it tastes like... Oh! Zorro!
Tastes like Zorro?
No, there! Zorro!
You're seeing Zorros everywhere, Sergeant.
Oh, I'm so hungry that it's making me hallucinate.
What? The documents accuse my family with patent falsehoods. Yes, but the fake Inés managed to convince everybody. Who is she really? Who is she working for? We have to force our enemies to reveal themselves. Let's swing into action and help the prisoners escape. Surely you know we're innocent. You can't stand by idly and let them ship my father and my sister off into exile.
You know we'd like to help you, Diego, but we have to think about our families. We'd put them in danger if we went against the governor and the captain.
Don Alejandro is my oldest friend, and I will never let him down.
Me neither.
Phew, I thought we'd wind up all alone.
Why don't we invite the governor and the good captain over for a small party? It will be much easier if there are fewer soldiers in the barracks.
What a good idea, my dear.
Doña Isabella, I don't know how to thank you.
Oh, it's not necessary. Now listen. You'll sneak in at night. Choose any bedroom at the inn in Los Angeles. You will stay hidden. Nobody must see you. I'll be on the plaza at dawn. When you see me open my red umbrella 3 times, you'll go out on the balcony and you will fire in the air above Governor Parasol. Now don't worry, dear. It's just a small blast of powder, and the soldiers won't set out looking for you.
Instead, they'd be looking for Inés de la Vega. You must really hate the entire De La Vega clan, but I don't mind, just as long as I'm well paid. Otherwise...
You will get lots of money, Rosa. You may have left Mexico City a pauper, but you'll go back as rich as a princess. Oh, not again.
Oops, excuse me.
My dear friend, I just love receptions. In Monterey, we have the most wonderful ones.
Bernardo, it's strange that Doña Verdugo should want to help us. Be very careful. You never know. Yeah.
Everybody listen up. Let the prisoners go.
Alert! Zorro!
Zorro!
Oh, Gonzalez. Don't bother, Corporal. It's just another hallucination. It's Zorro! I got Z'd!
We've all seen it's Zorro, Sergeant. Hey, you didn't Z me this time.
Later, Corporal. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I see him! Get him!
I give up. You soldiers are just too smart for me. I'll be back soon.
Catch him, Lancers! Yes, sir! This way!
Come on, hurry!
Good work, Bernardo. Lucky for us, Zorro dropped by, huh?
Luis, you're always there for me.
You would have done the same thing for me, Alejandro.
Hurry, we need to hide. Bernardo told me everything.
Thank you, Tina. But where is Diego?
Hiding, but he will find the guilty parties.
Huh? They're all gone. And what about Zorro? Where's Zorro now? Huh?
Oh, so blasted barrel!
This garrison's a big joke.
We will track down the prisoners, Your Excellency.
With all this, I'm missing my breakfast. My hot chocolate's cold by now.
Huh?
Zorro! Arrest him!
I've just saved the governor, but no, don't thank me.
Look! It's Inés de la Vega! She's the one that fired the gun!
It's her! I saw it! She's the one who did it!
Just a little bit higher!
Impressive!
Over there! They're behind the inn!
Zorro!
Hurry! I see him! Get that out of my way! Yes, sir!
Over there! Over there!
Capture Zorro!
Not Inés de la Vega, Captain?
Zorro! I want Zorro! What are you waiting for, Sergeant?
Well, it's not like I can fly, Captain.
Well then, learn how to!
Oh, no.
Adios, Captain! I think that you and this senorita will have lots to discuss. Adios!
So we've caught our criminal. This time you won't escape your jail cell, Senorita de la Vega.
Hold on. I am Inés de la Vega.
What's going on? I don't know.
This woman is an imposter. She's part of a larger plot to get my family accused of treason.
Diego!
It is true. It's not my sister who dropped the plans of that conspiracy in front of your barracks, Captain. It's her.
No! I'm Inés, and she's the criminal!
Oh, no! It's me!
Captain, you must believe me!
I have had the honor of dancing with Inés de la Vega, and she is not at all clumsy. Arrest that girl!
Sir, yes, sir.
I've always known that you were innocent, Don Alejandro. Isn't that right, Captain?
That's her! She hired me to say and do all this!
How absurd! Whatever for? The De La Vegas are dear friends. Inés is like my little sister.
This accusation is unfounded, Your Excellency. Doña Isabella is kind and loyal, thoroughly honest.
That's enough! We'll investigate to find out all about your pathetic plot. For now, it's prison!
Ow! Zowie!
You showed such extraordinary courage, Your Excellency.
Nothing to it. Just my duty. I must leave you now. Yet with no alcalde to represent me, I do fear for Los Angeles. And you are my choice, Don Alejandro.
I'm overwhelmed, Don Esteban. But perhaps a better choice would be my friend Don Luis Verdugo, an honest ranchero whose sole desire is to serve Los Angeles.
Well, so be it then. Henceforth, you shall be Alcalde of Los Angeles, Don Verdugo.
An honor, Your Excellency. Thank you, my friend.
Long live Don Luis! Hooray!
Hurrah for Don Luis! Hurrah for Los Angeles! She's so smooth. And as usual, we can't prove a thing.
Just you wait. We will. One day.
Hurrah for Don Luis! Hurrah for Los Angeles!
You reign forever!
Don Luis Verdugo! Hurrah for Don Luis!
A letter from the governor. It must be an invitation to a ball. What? Soldiers who can't even capture Zorro don't deserve to be in His Majesty's army. Any one of them might be Zorro. Him. Terrible. Him?
Dude, anybody?
That's why he probably wears that mask, Captain, so we can't recognize him.
Quiet, you idiot! He must have a distinguishing feature, this Zorro. But what?
One distinguishing feature of that Zorro is he's young.
Gonzalez, say that again.
I simply noticed Zorro looks young.
Exactly. He is young. Good work, Corporal. You have just given me an ingenious idea. And that's cause for a promotion.
Thank you, Captain.
It's just that there's lots of young men in California. How will we know which one's Zorro?
Shut up, Garcia, and listen for once. We simply arrest them all, one by one. Every young man in the region until Zorro stops appearing. That way, I'll know I finally nabbed him.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. That was my fault.
Throw him in jail, now! Arrest him!
Halt!
Come now, Captain. Manuel accidentally bumped into you.
My dear De La Vega, Manuel is young enough to be Zorro. He'll be the first suspect on my list. Arrest him!
No, please, I have a family.
What is this rebellion? He's young too. Arrest him and toss him in prison.
Bernardo can't be Zorro. He's deaf and mute.
That makes two. The list grows longer.
Let's go, Tornado.
Yeah.
Bernardo, are you all right?
Ines.
Look. Oh, poor Bernardo. That cell must be terribly uncomfortable.
And Diego is snug in his warm bed, sound asleep. I tried to wake him, but couldn't rouse him.
I'm tired. Alert! Zorro is here!
Gotcha! Garcia, whatever you do, don't let him escape!
Yes, Captain.
Garcia, you dummy! Behind you! Zorro!
Excellent, Garcia! Keep on spinning like a top!
You like this?
Sergeant, I've never seen your secret pass. Perhaps we'll call it the Whirlwind of Los Angeles? Watch this!
Catch him! Hurry! Gotta take that down! We got him! We got Zorro!
This time, his goose is cooked!
Oh, sorry, Corporal. Lost my balance.
Well, my dear, you seem to be very concerned for that outlaw.
Not at all. I'm afraid that awful Zorro might escape from you once more.
Goodbye, senor.
Zorro!
Captain, we might as well release these two suspects since neither one is, you know, Zorro.
Oh, no, we won't, Corporal. We'll keep them locked up. They are part of my plan. Citizens of Los Angeles, all young men are suspected of being Zorro. Lancers, round them up.
Yes, sir. Huh? Halt! Pardon me, Captain, but I'm guessing that'd be half the men of Los Angeles. That's a lot of men, for sure.
I said arrest them. You too, my dear friend.
Let's be serious. I could never wriggle into Zorro's clothes, even with a girdle on.
I am not Zorro. That's plain absurd.
That may be, but he's in here among you. I can feel it.
What? You mean I'm locked up with that terrible Zorro? That bandit? That outlaw? Let me out of here!
Gonzalez, you're just the man I need. You take over for me.
Wait, I just stuffed all the mattresses with new straw.
Sorry, Corporal, but I am your sergeant. That was an order.
All finished, Sergeant. Not a single tater left.
What? My. Then we absolutely have to hurry and take all the prisoners out to the fields and gather more potatoes.
It's mainly because they're innocent. We must set them free. I need to find a way to get out of here. I have a good idea. For 2 days, nay, for 2 moons, no foods graced our forks or spoons. And this, upon the captain's orders, shall we never again leave these borders?
Stop it. It's horrible.
Every man must have food, broiled, boiled, or stewed. I'm dreaming of beef soup and cakes for my sweet friend. Sweet tooth! Please, stop him! You have to help us. My friends, no need to applaud. That was my morning poem. Soon you'll hear the midday, the afternoon, and the evening poems.
Whoa! Captain, sir, we've nothing left to eat. And Don Diego's poetry is keeping the soldiers from enjoying a siesta. From doing chores.
Sergeant, only one thing interests me. My plan's off to a good start because Zorro hasn't appeared once since we tossed all those suspects into prison. Which is proof positive that that bandit is right here inside the garrison. You follow me, Sergeant?
Mm-hmm. Captain, you're a genius!
Oh, look!
That one there. Huh? If this keeps up, I'll lose a week's salary.
You bumbling fools! Is this how you guard the prison? If Zorro isn't here, he must be here. How simple.
With all his obsessing over Zorro, our dear captain's gone bonkers.
You may be right, Sergeant. Huh?
Hands off, soldier. You'll get yours, and so will everyone else.
You said everyone. Does that include us military men?
Of course, Sergeant. We've even brought a double serving, specially for you.
Oh, much obliged, ladies.
Ines, lovely to see you. As always, you look splendid, even behind bars.
Hello, Antonio. You seem to need a good bath.
Once the captain lets us out of this place, I'll come visit you.
You haven't forgotten, Antonio. I'm still quite upset.
My goodness, Diego! They shouldn't make you sleep on the ground. Now don't worry. Zorro will come and fix all of this.
Zorro? It's his fault that we're locked up here.
Zorro is courageous and he'll fight for justice.
Forgive me for interrupting your endearing reunion, but Carmen Villalonga, you are under arrest.
Carmen? There must be an error.
I saw what she did the other evening. She helped Zorro get away. That's called treason. And arrest Ines de la Vega. She's obviously her accomplice.
That's absurd. You might as well arrest my horse while you're at it.
Right now.
Hey, no. What?
Out of my way. I've now assembled all the bait we need to attract Zorro.
I don't get any of this. Isn't Zorro already locked up in the garrison?
Do you want me to repeat that for you again? I will now release, one by one, our prisoners. If one of them is Zorro, he will rush back to save Ines de la Vega and Carmen Villalonga. You see what I mean?
How will we know which one is Zorro?
It's very simple. See, Corporal Gonzalez here gave me the idea with his Shuffle the Pebble game.
Ooh. Captain, could we perhaps release Don Diego before anyone else? We're fed up with his poetry.
De la Vega? Not a chance in Hades, he's Zorro.
Empty bellies growl in the prison cells of Los Angeles, California, who, besides me, is craving pumpkin spice. Oh, wait, that's not right. Does anybody have a good rhyme with squash?
That does it! We will set him free first.
Phew. Thank you, Captain.
Don Pedro, you were cleared in the investigation. You can go home now. Not like Carmen Villalonga or Ines de la Vega. Those traitors. They are riding, as I speak, on their way to Monterey, taking the Camino Real. They will certainly get banished by the governor. Go now, you're free. There you go. If Zorro shows up on the Camino Real, then the real Zorro can be none other than Don Pedro. My dear De La Vega, our investigation has cleared you, and you're free to go home to...
And my sister Ines and Carmen?
Alas, I cannot do anything for them. They're on their way now to Monterey via the beach road. The governor will certainly banish them.
This error is tragic. I shall protest vehemently to the governor.
Sergeant, will you accompany Don Diego home, please? By force, if need be.
Sir, yes, sir. Don Diego, I'm very sorry for Carmen and your sister Ines. You know who's to blame. Gonzalez.
Really, Sergeant?
Worst thing is, he'll get a fat promotion.
Oh, no.
I swear, it was him. And it was that bootlicker who gave the captain the idea to set you free so he could see if you're Zorro.
Interesting.
The captain told you the lovely senoritas and took the beach road. That way, if you're Zorro, you'd rescue them, and the captain would have proof that Zorro is you. The captain did the same thing with Don Pedro, but told him that they took the Camino Real. My gracious, don't you worry though, Don Diego. We all know you're not Zorro.
Sergeant, I can't possibly prevent Gonzalez from cozying up to the captain. But I can offer you a hearty meal back at the hacienda.
Yeah! Yahoo!
Tornado!
Bernardo.
Stay hidden, men. If that devilish Zorro comes, or rather Don Pedro, we'll flail his hide.
What are you doing? You waiting for someone?
Yep, waiting for Zorro. We're gonna trick him into... Huh?
Alert! Zorro!
What?
Look out! Zorro!
We got Zorro!
Surround him! Halt! This time he won't get away. Don Pedro, we got you!
Catch him!
Missed! And watch this! Shoo! Shoo! Beautiful day for a stroll, gentlemen. Los Angeles is just a 2-hour walk.
I see. You've arrested us, and it's all just one big trap for Zorro.
You ought to thank me. I'm willing to overlook your suspicious behavior. Once that outlaw has been identified, you will be allowed to return home. Calm down, you two. It's highly unlikely Zorro will show his face here. We set a trap for Don Diego, and as everyone knows, he'd be one puny avenger. But I preferred to enjoy the company of you lovely señoritas. I couldn't leave you all alone on this beach in the dark of the night.
Zorro! My apologies, Captain. I'm a tad late.
It can't be him. Troops! Go get him! Zorro!
Help! Stop!
Zorro!
Quite a catch we have here. No small fry.
On guard! You can take off the mask. I know who you are, Zorro. You're Don Diego de la Vega.
Don Diego? Are you very sure? That's for having arrested these two señoritas. Both charming and both innocent.
I got seed.
Captain Monasterio promised to let us go, Senor Zorro. Please don't get in worse trouble by hurting him.
It was a pleasure to rescue you, ladies. Adios!
What a show-off that Zorro is.
You can run away, Zorro, but I've unmasked you. I have won!
Let's go, Tornado.
Don Diego, are you up? You ready to join me downstairs for breakfast?
Buen dia, Sergeant. I slept like a baby. Go on down to the kitchen. I'll join you there. Phew.
Doña Maria, your raisin bread...
Huh? Captain Monasterio! Inez, Carmen, you're both free! How wonderful!
Don Diego, last night you were on the beach, and you were the only one who knew we would be there. That means that Zorro is you, pathetic little outlaw.
Huh? I was where?
Bishop.
Arrest him! No!
Wait, hold on. Hey!
Stop this, Captain.
Diego!
Citizens of Los Angeles, you can now sleep easy. That dastardly Zorro won't cause any more trouble. Here he is.
Captain, I'm pleased to say your plan worked. Zorro galloped out onto the Camino Real. Zorro stands before you, Don Pedro.
It's not me! I'm innocent!
Wait, how could that... Oh! It doesn't matter. Zorro has to be one of these two individuals I released. He's either Don Pedro or Don Diego.
Huh?
Where are the prisoners?
Well, see, they all took off pretty early last night.
But if all our suspects went free last night, that means that any one of them could be Zorro. No!
No big deal, Captain. We can simply arrest them all again.
Gonzalez, this whole idea was yours, you fool. Prepare to scrape horseshoes for the next month. Get out of my sight!
Captain, I've thought matters over and have reached a decision. This can't go on. Arrest me! I can't bear this. Throw me in prison. You will then see I'm truly innocent when the real Zorro shows up. Bring me my poetry books.
Get out! This garrison is not a hotel!
Gentlemen, let me back in! Please!
My dear Ines.
Oh, flowers. Again.
Well, what a pretty bouquet.
Yes, Antonio gave me those flowers. He also asked me to marry him. So there.
What? Rodrigo Malapensa's son? You're not going to say yes, are you?
Antonio isn't a bandit like his father.
I'm sorry, little sister, you're right. We should never judge anyone based on another person's crimes. You know that I want you to be happy.
I have excellent news, friends. Ines de la Vega is going to marry my son, Antonio. The ranch that Don Alejandro de la Vega owns will soon be owned by the Malapensas, and it will not cost me 1 peso.
You're forgetting Don Diego, boss.
Easy. Make Diego de la Vega disappear, and Ines inherits it all since Don Alejandro has no other children. If Ines inherits the de la Vega ranch, so does her husband, who happens to be my son, Antonio.
Father, what's this about making Don Diego disappear?
Huh? What?
I overheard everything you said, Father. You said that Diego could easily disappear.
My lands? No. I was talking about hiring musicians to play the fandango at your wedding party. With all the cattle out there, it's hard to hear anything right. Keep your eye on the prize, Ines. And keep plying her with gifts. You know women love that. How did my son ever turn out so mushy? Honesty will be his downfall. We've no time to lose. Get to work. Now, men!
This just arrived for Senorita Ines. It's from Antonio Malapensa.
What could this be? It's enormous.
Your suitor's trying to impress you, or so it seems. Quite a good likeness of you.
Where will I hang this thing?
We might want to consider building another hacienda. You know, to store gifts from Antonio.
You shouldn't be making fun of how Antonio is wooing her. You should take it as inspiration, if you ever hope to marry your dear Carmen de Villalonga. Ah, Don Diego, just the man I wanted to see. I'd like you to come see some land with me.
Yeah, well, it's,
It'll be a surprise for Senorita Ines and Antonio. Land near the canyons, that, I hear, has a spring. So...
I'm
Come along with me. It will give us the opportunity to get to know each other a little better. After all, we'll soon be in-laws and make one big happy family.
If this is a wedding present, I don't see how I could refuse.
Oh dear, this is awfully high. It's only high from up here. If you were down there, it wouldn't be high at all. Oh, and we wouldn't be setting a trap here. Whoa! Hey, cut it out! Trial run. Just had to test the spot out. Got the branches? There. It's perfect. Diego steps on this, and it'll go crashing down into the canyon. Hurry up! Here they come!
Are you sure we're in the right spot? I can't imagine where that spring might be.
Have a look over there, my dear Diego, while I check the other side.
Our plan worked. Oh, the poor boy. Ending like that. It's sad.
Well, go fetch his horse, idiot. As for me, the only thing left to do is to go announce the terrible news to his family.
My head. Apparently, it's not my day.
Come on, will you? Rip my clothes.
Oh, we can't do that, boss. They're too nice.
That's an order, squid brains.
Oh, no, no, no. I'd never be able to forgive myself if I did that.
Huh? My head. It was terrible.
Father, how did this happen?
I was with Don Diego and... we got caught in a landslide.
What? Diego? Wait, where is he now?
I have no clue. I searched everywhere. I'm afraid the worst might have happened.
He can't have disappeared like this, and I'll go search for him with Bernardo.
I'm going with you.
You know we'll find him. I promise we will.
Maria, prepare water and food for our trip, while I go get a map of the canyon area.
What happened? Did you do something to Diego?
My gracious, no! You think I'm some sort of monster or what?
No, well, Of course you wouldn't hurt him. You and I will go find Diego. We're a team.
Oh, my poor head.
I've just heard the awful news. I want to be part of the search party.
We need you, Carmen. Follow me. It's up there.
Yeah!
I really need to free my foot.
looks like Bernardo hasn't found anything.
It's late. Let's go home. We will continue the search tomorrow. We already checked here. We're going to pick up the search in this area.
What a day.
Let's take a look here.
Have you found something there?
No. Absolutely nothing. Well, let's go back, Ines. It's getting late.
Antonio, it looks like Bernardo's horse has a little problem. He'll catch up with us at the hacienda.
Fine.
Huh? Who is that?
Hey, Bernardo, help me climb up!
He can't hear me from here. I have to find a way to climb up by myself. Almost there. Bernardo, there you are. For a moment there, I thought you'd gone deaf for real. Phew.
You misled me. You actually set a trap for Don Diego. You lied to me. All you want is to own the De La Vega ranch. You don't care about my feelings for Ines. If that's how it is, I'd rather break off this wedding engagement.
Don't speak to me that way, or I shall send you off deep into the jungles of Mexico, far, far away from your dear Ines.
You wouldn't dare.
What's done is done. I am your father, and if I go to prison, you can kiss the good life goodbye.
You needn't worry. I won't turn you in. But don't you dare lift a finger against any of the De La Vegas. You hear me, father?
I guess I shouldn't worry too much about you pulling through.
Oh, Ines. I thought I might never get out of that tight crack in that awful canyon. Hey, I missed you too, my friend. I had lots of time to think while I was stuck in that crevice. I suspect Malapensa wanted to get rid of me so that you alone would inherit the De La Vega ranch.
No, he couldn't possibly. Antonio loves me, I know it. His father couldn't want to hurt us like that.
Perhaps Antonio didn't know about the plan.
This time, Malapensa will go to prison for what he did.
All the evidence has vanished. He'll go scot-free.
Wait. If Malapensa took aim at you, he probably has a plan to eliminate Father.
That's why I didn't go home right away to the hacienda. I have to do something before that happens.
Alejandro, my old friend, please call on me if you need anything at all.
Thank you.
Sergeant, now that food's not yours.
What? I'm so sad. I've lost my appetite.
I simply can't believe I'll never see Diego again.
Don't lose hope, Carmen. Diego is... look, I'm sure that we'll locate him somehow.
If I were you, I'd cut with the sword.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Huh? Whoa. Yeah! Zorro!
Looking for something in particular? Boo! Hey! I have a tiny question for both of you. Aside from Don Diego, who else was Malapensa planning to rub out?
No one, boss. Senor Zorro?
Now tell the truth. Not even Don Alejandro?
No. It was just Don Diego.
Well, gentlemen, that clears things up. I'll leave you to your henhouse.
All right now. We have 2 Spanish Renaissance armchairs, a table from the same period, 2 paintings by masters.
Ah, there you are, Captain. What are you doing in here, sir?
I'm doing a full inventory of the De La Vega estate for the tax office. It's quite clear that with the disappearance of Don Diego, Señorita Inés is in line to become a very rich heiress.
Don Alejandro will see you now, señores.
Oh, my dear friend, I truly do feel your pain. As a matter of fact, I was just thinking that if our families were joined by a matrimonial alliance, our family unity would help you cope better.
Marry him? I'm the man fit to marry Señorita Inés, not this fool. Please, allow me now to officially ask you for her hand, Don Alejandro. Now that your son is no longer with us, I shall protect your family.
That's out of the question. Lovely Inés is engaged to my son, Antonio. Ah, there he is, my boy. Isn't he wealthier, healthier, and frankly better looking than this Captain Monasterio?
That's enough! You aren't showing cattle at a fair, you know. I am the only one who will decide who I will marry. Get out! Everyone out! Go! Shoo! Shoo!
A wedding, gentlemen. Am I invited?
Zorro!
Or maybe the señorita doesn't want to get married yet.
Yoo-hoo!
Don Alejandro, allow me to express my sympathy and support in this difficult moment.
Zorro! How dare you show up here?
On guard!
All right, but it just means I'll beat you again. Again?
My dishes!
Sorry about the table, señorita.
Get out! I'll have no fighting in this house!
Wait, what's going on here?
Hello, Sergeant. Good day to you. Here I am, Captain.
On guard!
Aha! A new contender.
Give me that cherry pie! Back here, you!
What do we have here? 2 Spanish Renaissance armchairs. A table from the same period. Isn't this your handwriting, Captain?
Oh, my notebook!
Back
Though the notebook might be yours, Don Rodrigo.
I will not allow you to insult my father, Zorro.
2 paintings by masters, several collector item books.
Ines, I'm not interested in that list. I just want to marry you.
Well, I don't want to anymore. And you know exactly why, Antonio Malapensa. And what makes you think I'd ever wish to marry you, Captain? No, spare him.
Huh? Not even a little Z on his butt?
Oh, I just hate it when people in love argue. It's so sad.
Oh, pardon me, Sergeant. I almost forgot you.
Hey, go!
Adios, señores y señoritas. And remember, you're not welcome in this hacienda. Gentlemen.
Don Diego is alive! I have just located him. He was walking along the path.
Oh, Diego, are you hurt?
Don't worry, it's just a little sprain. No biggie at all.
Diego, it's really you. I was so worried.
Don Diego, you're alive. Wonderful news.
You might not believe me, but I simply fell off my horse in the canyons. It was really stupid and entirely my fault.
Dear Diego, I am overjoyed to see you've made it home safe.
Come on, Antonio. Let's give Ines's family some privacy.
Let thy loveliness fade as it will, and around the dear ruin each wish of my heart would entwine itself verdantly still.
You won't miss this one.
Ready, Captain. On guard! Fancy one last bout, Captain. It's raining swords, Excellency!
Captain, what is the meaning of all this?
This was a warm-up. You scored quite well, by the way.
Do not patronize me.
Captain, you lasted 8.5 minutes against, well, me.
Apologies. Don Esteban Parasol, Viceroy of California. Allow me to introduce the legendary fencing master of Monterey,
Maestro Antonio Ramirez de la Poterna. Don Diego de la Vega. Very impressed. And this is my friend Bernardo.
Given our recent difficulties, I invited the maestro to Los Angeles to train the men in new techniques to be used against...
Zorro, of course. He has humiliated your men.
Yes.
And thwarted every single one of your plans to ensnare him.
That bandit was just very lucky, that's all.
And bested you in each and every sword fight, did he not?
And your point is?
My point? Oh, yes, of course. Aha! I, too, could benefit from Maestro Ramirez's instruction. So could you, Don Diego. You must be taught so you can face him. And everyone we trust, soldiers and rancheros, should also be made invincible. And what if that Zorro attacked the De La Vega Hacienda? Or another hacienda? Or the palace?
That would be terrible, Viceroy. But it shall not happen.
The only problem is, I'm against using violence. It ruins spiritual harmony.
Oh?
Why don't you say that to Zorro?
Just enjoy it. Consider it exercise.
Exercise? Under the scorching sun? In this dust and sand? Ugh.
Come on, Don Diego. We have a deal. A bit of exercise will do us no harm. See you tomorrow for our lesson.
Yes, this pretentious fencing master deserves to be taught a lesson. Huh? I cannot risk being unmasked, so I shall show them the extent of my talent.
Pathetic. Worse than pathetic. Ah, very well now. You, soldier, are sure of winning against my grandmother. Frankly, Captain, you haven't given me much to work with.
And still, you've yet to see the worst.
Oh, no. Who taught you to use a sword?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother, Sergeant? Where? In her kitchen?
Oh, in her kitchen, too. But...
Silence, Sergeant! We've not come here to hear about your family life.
This Zorro must know every attack, every thrust taught by your very, very basic, archaic, simplistic repertoire. In short, bad, totally bad, worse than bad, badissimo, pathetic, appalling. So, we must teach you a new move. A secret thrust of my own invention that he cannot know. The Maestro's thrust. On guard!
Attack, Sergeant!
But why me?
Because you're a sergeant, Sergeant!
Sir, if the sergeant is not up to the task, I am at your disposal.
What? You? A corporal? And who said I'm not up to the task?
You did.
Oh, that was a strategy. On guard.
That, Sergeant, is your new secret thrust against Zorro. Sidestep his attack, switch hands, slice down, slice up, disarm, then in for the finish.
Move, Sergeant. We haven't got all day.
Yes, Captain.
We'll try it at half speed. On guard! Now switch!
Got it! Oops!
Well, keep working on it. With some effort, you should nail it down. Before the 20th century. At least, I hope so.
You better master Maestro Ramirez's instruction immediately.
Yes, Captain.
Or you will find yourself back on laundry duty.
Maestro! Maestro!
On guard! I did it! Captain! Maestro! Did you see? Did you see? Oh, at least you saw me, right, Gonzalez?
I saw nothing. Nothing at all, Sergeant.
All right, gentlemen.
Well, Maestro, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Proceed.
Don Diego, that is a ceremonial sword?
Ah, it is indeed. It was a gift from my father, Don Alejandro de la Vega.
And it is completely inappropriate for sparring.
Really? But it's so pretty. This is a real work of art.
You should hang it up on some wall. Let's just find you something a little bit more, suitable.
Excellency, you say such frightening things. Do we really have to fight?
So far, I'm not very impressed. I'll go easy on him.
But Maestro, he'd take that as disrespect. No, you must treat him as if he were Zorro himself.
As I would Zorro? But your Don Diego might not survive such an encounter.
I can live with that.
No, this one isn't even shiny.
Now, Don Diego, before I begin my instruction, I must assess your skill. So, raise your blade and prepare.
Is it supposed to be this heavy?
On guard! Whoa! Hey! Whoa!
Really? Is this quite
necessary?
It is, Don Diego. It's high time you improved your skills with the sword.
These lessons have lost all entertainment value. I believe it is now time for me to take my leave.
Oh? But, Don Diego, don't you want to improve your skills? What if Zorro attacks? Come on, you're nearly there.
One can only hope that Zorro has the good taste to attack with a ceremonial sword, and then we may both stand there admiring our blades, with no damage done.
Completely incompetent. Ready for your lesson, Excellency?
Me? Oh, well, of course. Oh, but my lumbago is acting up today. Perhaps we could postpone my lesson?
As you wish. By that time, perhaps De La Vega will be ready for lesson number 2, when pigs fly.
No, Maestro. I'm afraid you've scared our good friend Don Diego away. What a pity.
Yes, such a good friend who gives up so easily.
Yes, Captain. A friend who has just returned from Spain, and a very elegant caballero who honors us.
Elegant?
Indeed. Have you seen the way Senorita Carmen looks at him? I bet you wish she looked at you that way.
If the Senorita saw how he handled a blade, she wouldn't give him a second glance.
I must admit, poor Don Diego wouldn't last long in one of our famous competitions.
What a brilliant idea, sire.
Is it?
Absolutely. Zorro won't be able to resist showing up too. And then, gentlemen, I know how to eliminate Zorro.
No, I do. I did get the idea after all. Brilliant. That sums it up perfectly. You know what, Captain? I surprise myself every day.
Captain Monasterio has organized a competition, a great fencing competition. Tomorrow at noon, in honor of Maestro Ramirez, the winner will receive as a trophy a beautiful solid gold medal. Oh, thank you, Doña Maria. What a wonderful cook you are. What a wonderful wife you would make. A soldier spends hours with his backside on his horse just to fulfill his duty without anything to eat. Ow. Ow! Oh.
It sounds frightful.
Frightful? Do you think so? Shapely, yes. Impressive, yes. But frightful?
Not your backside, Sergeant. The contest. It's scheduled for noon, but I never rise before 2.
But you have to take part in it, for the De La Vega's honor.
That's just inhuman.
If the son will not compete, then the father shall.
Father, no! It's too dangerous!
But Don Alejandro, would you worry your daughter by taking such a risk? I assure you, my father would do no
I'm
such...
in!
But father, you are too old for that kind of thing.
Old? Me? I'm still in my prime.
Fine, I will compete. Regretfully, but since it has to be done, I will compete in our father's stead. And I will make sure no harm comes to Don Luis.
Adios.
Senores, en garde.
Just 1 peso. Do you want to put me out of business? The house doesn't do credit.
Buy a favor to give your beloved. I also have some authentic Lucky Charms.
The winner will take home the Medal of Honor, granted me by His Majesty, our good King of Spain in person. A treasure made out of real solid gold. Huh?
Diego, don't you have someone special you'd like to give a favor to?
Senoritas, it was impossible for me to choose between the radiance of 2 bright suns.
There is no need, Father. The captain has already seen to it.
Diego!
Don't overdo it. She's my friend.
But you do know this is to protect her.
Get out!
I'll be honored
How sweet of you.
And now, Senor Don Diego de la Vega against Corporal Ignacio Gonzalez. Gentlemen, on guard!
Diego, raise your sword! You're supposed to preserve the honor of the De La Vegas, not sully it.
Father, I can't hold my sword and use my fan at the same time.
Diego, we've not gathered here to fan ourselves.
Could Bernardo possibly do it then? I feel so hot. If he could just stand behind me like that.
Diego, look out!
Whoa.
Diego, are you all right?
Of course I'm not all right. This shirt is made of silk. Now it's stained, probably damaged beyond repair. Perhaps my Spanish soap quick, take me home, Bernardo.
Not exactly a champion with the blade. Is he, señorita?
The De La Vega's honor deserves far better than that. I shall take part in this competition.
Father, no!
Well, my friends, that's one objective reached. You made a fool of your rival in front of the girl, but there's still no sign of Zorro.
Trust me, he'll be here.
Quick, Bernardo. We mustn't keep our friends waiting. They're so eager to catch Zorro.
Let's go, Tornado.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Bravo, my friend. Bravo.
And our semi-finalists are Captain Monasterio and Don Luis Villalonga.
So, enjoying yourself, Don Luis?
I am, Captain. In fact, I may just win the day. And our famous Maestro's medal.
Oh, will you now?
Gentlemen, on guard!
Captain, this is a friendly contest, not a fight to the finish.
Still think you'll win the day, Don Luis?
Enough! Stop this, Captain.
Zorro!
Zorro.
I'm here for your contest, Captain.
Zorro, you are going to wish you hadn't come here to taunt me.
I hope that I'm not too late. Oh, 2 against 1. You are really spoiling me. Oh, good work there. Ah, you've been practicing, Captain. I see the Maestro's lessons everyone is talking about have not gone entirely to waste. Missed!
This is horrible.
Why? Is he wearing a silk shirt too?
So, Captain, how is the water?
Get off me, you fools!
No, Captain, my turn. Now, this is between Zorro and the Maestro. In other words, me.
That is why I'm here. To see if Zorro can out-Maestro the Maestro.
Well then, on guard. You are good, I'll give you that. But I am even better.
Zorro!
Even if that were true. Oh? I do have other skills. For example, my penmanship. Then there are my barbering skills. Maestro, you will be so much faster without that mustache weighing you down.
No! My mustache!
You're welcome. So, my fellow Angelinos, who has won the captain's contest? Gracias, amigos!
Soldiers, apprehend that fiend!
Oh, Captain, my captain. Have I overstayed my welcome?
Sergeant, the secret thrust!
Huh?
Wow! Garcia, you executed that maneuver perfectly.
Oh, do you really think so?
Yes, it was brilliant.
Whoa!
Adios.
Adios, Zorro!
Garcia!
Oh. What a lovely medal. Please do thank His Majesty for me. But for now, I must be off.
And you call yourself a maestro? What are you master of, huh? The art of the humiliating defeat?
Oh, but I seem to recall he defeated you before me.
What do you mean, you pathetic second-rate fencer?
It's too bad Diego missed the show. I think it would have been educational for him.
I can't believe Zorro faced all those formidable swordsmen on his own. I still shudder at the thought.
The sentiment does you credit, señorita.
Zorro!
For the honor of the De La Vegas!
Viva el Zorro! Viva el
Viva el Zorro!
Viva el Zorro!